All right, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hey, good morning, Ghost. Let me know if you're able to hear me okay. I was. All right, so audio's clear, I'm assuming. All right, cool. Guys, dollar looks like it's about to fall. You guys know we got news in 15 minutes. Major news. It is going to move the markets pretty significantly. My eye is on gold. Gold is looking extremely good, but as much as dollar looks like it wants to fall, I can see it rising also. So we're just going to have to be careful on this one. But so far, it looks pretty good. I'm trying to figure out where is this gap. Okay, it was on the 4 hour. All right, but let's see. All right, yeah. So out of the Asian session, guys, we are pretty much manipulating to the downside on the dollar. All right, so I'm just going to tighten this up. Okay, so here's our Asian session, right? And we pretty much just consolidated this. There's nothing. I mean, we were going down, but it wasn't a major move down like that. It was just a little push down, and then we went sideways. So now here in the London session, coming into New York, we are pushing down. So I'm gonna put a few alerts because again, it looks more bearish than it does bullish, but we're going to have to see how news comes out. So I want to point out, I pointed this out last night in my live, but here on CPI, right, previously was zero point 0.4. The expected, right, the forecasted is zero point 0.3. So again, it says when it's higher than expected, it's good for the dollar. And if we look at the previous month of April, it was exactly what happened, right? So zero point 0.4 like now, and they were forecasting zero point 0.3 just like now, but it came out higher, zero point 0.4. All right, and again, it says actual greater than forecasted is good for currency. So the last time this happened, and it was zero point 0.4. In April, the dollar shot up significantly. All right, so if we get news to be positive, then I can see the dollar rising. But you can already see how it seems like it wants to push down a little more. Let me put a few alerts to let me know if it starts to come up. But ultimately, guys, we won't really pull the trigger, you know, at that 8:30 time frame. We're going to give it a little time to let the dust settle, and then we'll look for our opportunities there. But let's hop over to gold because gold really looks like the play of the day. Guys, look at this. If you were in the live yesterday, I'm sorry, yeah, yesterday, we bought gold 23.49. Gold has pushed all the way up to 23.74. All right, so we're talking, what is that, 50, 60, 70, 20, some odd $20 move roughly on gold. So that's 200 pips overnight on gold. Okay, just to give you guys perspective, and it almost hit our take profit. So you guys almost made, let's see, a $30 move on gold. That's 300 pips on gold. All right, so definitely want to give a round of applause to everyone who took the gold trade yesterday with me in the live. You guys should be up right now. And one of the main things that you guys want to do is lock in profits. All right, so we take our stop loss and we simply push it up. That's if you're using TradingView. Whatever else you're using, you're just going to have to go and edit your stop loss and put in the price, the new price of 23.58 from where it was before. We've mitigated our risks, we've locked in money, and we're still giving ourselves an opportunity for the trade to hit our take profit. but gold is looking really good, except, let's zoom out a bit. So what you guys can see is we have this high right at our take profit, okay? So there's money sitting behind here, which is why I'm kind of expecting us to just continue, off of this pullback. We just broke the high of yesterday, all right? So anytime price breaks a high, all right, a significant high, right, it typically is telling you that it wants to continue going higher, right? So we had our break, and now we're getting our retest to the same area that we broke. Let me bring this in for you guys. All right, so the break, and here's the retest to the same area that we broke. So from here, we're just needing to see some bulls show up, and that should give us enough confirmation that it's going to continue to rise. Probably going to seek out this liquidity that sits here, all right? But I'm just going to dress it up a little bit. It's 8:20. We have a few more minutes before news. All right, here's a Fibonacci level. So, we did the dance already, but let's take it to a lower time frame, see if we can get anything that's a little bit more clear. Oh, wow, that is beautiful, right? So I'm going to take it to this low, guys. I have a video on Fibonacci coming out today. So if you wanted to know more about Fibonacci, I break that down for you. So stay tuned for that. Again, you got to like and subscribe so you get notified when that video drops. But right now, guys, we have a very, very nice setup on gold. This is, for the most part, if we put our stop right below this low, right, we can get away with just an $8 move, and we can take it up to here for a $24 move. That's 80 pips for 240 pips on gold, and today is CPI. All right, so this is, nothing, right? It can, the moment news comes out, this can get hit, and you've made 240 pips in like 5 minutes, right? It's crazy. So if you had a standard lot, you made over $2,000 in 5 minutes, right? So this is the power of Forex, and when you get to really understand it, these are the things that you can do. But let's go back out to that 4 hour and see. All right, so when we're looking left a little bit more, here's an order block right here. So I'm just going to draw that out. Okay, that order block again, ladies and gentlemen, is the last bear candle, sorry, last bull candle before price pushed down. All right, so if we get back up here, there's a chance that price may want to push down. Again, that is the logic. All right, so here we're aiming for $24 move, but if we push it up a little into the order block, right, we can get a $34 move. That's 340 pips on gold. All right, so for now, guys, I am going to close out the position. Well, I don't have to. It's just I want to show you guys, the new position that we're going to take. So again, you guys just have to pay attention to where price currently is, 23.61. All right, and we're already getting the dollar to push down. Again, guys, I feel like we should just kind of take gold as a chance right now, because I feel like when news comes out, we might miss it because it's setting up already to rise up. So I'm going to have to make an executive decision here, and you guys are going to have to kind of get ready, because I just think it's going to take off with the way that it's set up. So this is definitely not one that we want to miss. So go ahead and pull up gold, everyone. Let's get ready to buy it. And we're just going to try to get away with this tight stop of $8, right? Hopefully it doesn't, well, we're going to have to push it just a little, all right, because there is liquidity sitting behind here. This is a order block. This is a morning star, right? But a little order block. So if it wants to come and kind of hunt it before it pushes it up, because, the market is a dirty game, right? Then it'll do that, but we want to be prepared for that. So, we're going to have to just push it down a little bit so that we can survive any kind of particular hunt. But let me take a look at the dollar, guys, because gold might be the only play that we run today. Yeah, guys, this is looking very bearish, very bearish right now. Okay. Boy, oh boy. Let's get these alerts. And again, a lot of times you want to name the alerts, all right? Because I have two sets of alerts, meaning one below price or some below price and some above price. I don't know, when they get hit, I'm not sure which one is, the up or the down. Typically, I'll just have to come and check the chart. But the way around that is to label them, right? Say, oh, dollar's falling on these and dollar's rising on these, and then you'll know. But man, it's so hard. These decisions are so hard. Um, but I don't see anything positive about CPI, guys. The people who produce are charging us more, and we, the consumers, are, you know, spending more, right? So nothing's really good about the sound of that. All right. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna take my chance this morning. All right, on purchasing gold from 2361, guys. It is premature. This is not how I recommend that you do it on a normal basis. So if you're not comfortable with the risk, please don't take it. Okay. But for me, I'm going to take this chance because it looks too good. All right. So I'm kind of banking on news being bad for the dollar. So it needs to be come out below zero point 0.3. Okay. Like it did over here, right? 0.9. It came, oh, well, no. Okay. Yeah, that's a bad example. All right. But we got 3 minutes on the clock. So guys, let's just buy. All right. So I'm going to just put a little horizontal ray right here. This will be pretty much where we entered. All right, boom, there it is, and that is 2361. All right. Good morning, Nathaniel, Yusuf, Martez, what's good? And yo, Martez, we can take this on the challenge. All right. I do feel good about the structure and the setup, but I feel like they might try to get us first before they push it up. Hopefully they don't, but we'll see here in just a minute. But go ahead and get gold ready to go because it is looking prime time. All right. Let's take a quick look at the indices just in case because they've been doing record numbers. All right. And look, it's holding. Again, my team bought NAS and, we're making a killing off that, but it's holding at that resistance area. So just kind of feel like we're going to you know, get a rise on these as well. But it has plenty of room to drop, so I'm not going to take the chance. But they're definitely holding. You can see that support, old resistance here, new support here, and it's kind of, pushing up. So get a few alerts going, but it already looks like it's like the charts are already telling us, guys. So let's just get gold. All right, we'll stay focused. And let's see the news. All right, 2 minutes. Man, I swear, like, if you don't sweat bullets, you're not human. Okay. But let's just get in again, guys, at 2360. It's actually 2362 now. Right. But get in where you fit in. Right. Moment of truth. So Euro USD should be one that takes off as well. Right. This is one that we bought in our live yesterday. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some alerts set up. Oh, looks like gold did something. All right, took my stop loss. So when I locked in profits from yesterday, all right, but back over to news. And typically, we won't even have to look at news to know the results, right? We can just look at the charts and tell. Can we see the gold numbers again? Let's get it. All right, 2361, and then for your stop loss, 2351. So it's about a $10, $11 move. All right, so that's what matters the most. It's just the stop loss. So get that in at 23.50 or 23.51. All right, and get in right now. Here comes news. And oh boy. And here we go. Five, four, three, two, one. And gold is rising. I see it on the chart. It's going up, so this got to be bad news. Zero point 0.2. What do we got? Gold took off. It's still rising. It's still rising. Oh, it's zero point 0.3. No change. All right. Boom. There's gold, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I take my chances. All right. We in there like swimwear. All right. And TP may get smashed in no time. Again, look at this one move that it's made so far, right? That's 14, that's 140 pips easily. All right, guys, 140 pips in probably a minute or so. All right, and less than that. Dollar tanked. Okay, guys, come on, let's get to it. We should just let this ride out. This might be the only trade that we take this morning, but it's the beautiful one with the beautiful setup. And again, you guys should be able to lock in profits. You can see we had absolutely no drawdown. This is, part of the game. When you guys level up, you just know when to take the risk and you know when to chill. All right. That's what makes the difference between the good and the bad traders. So, guys, let's get it. We might just see TP get completely destroyed here. All right. But I'm loving it so far. I would highly suggest to just lock in profits, right? Get rid of the risks right away. So, I can buy it right now, but the main thing is to move this stop loss like this. You see that? I took it from 23.50 and just place it right about 23.64, right? Right above your entry. So no matter what it does, if it pulls back against you, you still won, right? A little bit of money, a lot of money, it doesn't matter. A W is a W, okay? And Nas, look at that. Oh my goodness. I should have took my chances on that. And US 30. Oh my goodness. Guys, I tell you, CPI are those days 166 points in like a minute. Okay? So when y'all see people posting videos, oh, I made, $10,000 in 5 minutes, it's possible, right? Highly possible. Just got to know what you're doing. 121 points on NAS. SPY, what did you do? Same thing. Okay? Now, are you guys seeing how when the dollar does something, these indices react off of it, right? And dollar still doing a little dance, right? But it's breaking this low, the swing low. So it just really grabbed this money. Now, who knows if it's going to start to rise from here? All right, let's look at it from a higher time frame standpoint. Okay. Um, all right. I mean, I still see us kind of coming down to take everything else. I'll put this as resistance for the time being, but um, I think we're going to fall for the rest of this. Clearly, from the reaction of news, it wasn't positive. Okay. And it definitely didn't get higher than expected like it did in April. So we didn't get the rise. All right. So I'm just going to start taking all my alerts that I had to the upside and placing them here for letting me know that the dollar is going to continue to fall. But we'll go back and check on gold, and probably Euro USD took off as well. All right. Again, guys, that's one of the most commonly, well, probably the most traded pair in the Forex market. All right. And boom, there it is. So if you guys held on from just yesterday, right, in less than 24 hours, you guys are up 57, 58 pips, roughly about to hit 85 pips, right? So if you guys aren't part of the Discord, I highly recommend that you join. I got a discount going on right now, 50% off. All right. I have all kind of memberships or subscriptions for you guys to be able to, choose from, right? So you got options and, you can make it work, right? Um, Again, I do have promotions all the time. So, just get in and, take advantage because, guys, we're going to get to it. All right. Regardless of the conditions or the economic conditions of the world, like we're going to be able to have that opportunity to, make this money. So please, pretty please, get with the program. All right. Set a few more alerts as it's pushing down just a bit, but the dust is just settling. Let's look at all the other news results because again, that factors into what's most likely going to happen. All right. So, all right, why didn't it show anything? That's weird. There we go. All right. So again, bad, lower. So again, I'm just going to go with the dollar falling for the rest of the day, right? No change on year over year, no change on month over month. And this was the core. This is the one that we care about the most. But since it's not higher and it's the same, well, technically that's bad, especially with the charts, being bearish. But the month over month showed lower. So again, it's just another indication that is bad. And then all the other red that you see, that can't be good, right? You know what I mean? So we just use logic, right? We're not emotional about what we're doing here, right? We're just trying to make sense of it all. And most of the time, it's not difficult to make sense of it. You know what I mean? Should you kill a child? No, right? Everybody knows that's not the thing that anyone should do, right? So, when we're coming to the charts and we're just putting technical with fundamental, it's just, hey, does this seem right? If a lot of people got laid off or fired or, unemployment is at an all-time high or inflation is at an all-time high, is that a good thing? Right? All we're doing is thinking logically. Like, no, that's not a good thing. So we play it accordingly. All right. Dollar doing a little dance, but you see, why I tell you, you can survive whatever this is going to do. Right? Remember how I told you guys this was resistance? So technically, from yesterday, we've hit our take profit because that's pretty much where we had it at. Right? But I just put in a new position here, just to, you know, be with the times of, what's going on right now. But let's get in. And I still believe we're just going to continue to rise. So it hasn't hit our stop loss yet to take us out, right? And again, I just need to get as many alerts on here as I can, and we'll put one to let us know if it really kind of pushed on down. Okay. Yes, Martez, I did mean that to your question. For the challenge, yeah. Can we see the gold numbers again? Again, the entry was 2364. And we had a stop loss at 2350, but hopefully you've moved it to 23, 64, really 2365. All right, because there it is. We haven't gotten taken out yet, and we're just, let's get this full screen. All right, and we're just steady pushing up slowly but surely. All right. So what I want to do, we're on the 1 hour. I want to go down to like the 5 minute and show you guys how you can see the detail of what's going on, right? And how you can make better decisions off of the lower time frame, right? So I'm going to move this position a little like this. Okay, so I guess, okay, there it is. It's over here. But we entered pretty much right about there. So we really got in at 2361. And then you should have your stop loss now at 2364 to lock in the profits because you can see we had this big push up obviously when news happened. Guys, man, this is crazy. We went a $17 move in literally 5 minutes. Okay, that is bananas. But now you guys see the power of trading news when you may hear a lot of people saying, hey, don't trade news, right? You must be an idiot if you're trading news. Well, some of us are rich idiots, okay? And that's the way that is, all right? But again, you just got to be smart with what you're doing, and everything will work itself out. So by the time this candle closes in less than a minute, we're probably going to have this fair value gap, right? So price will probably push up a little bit more, come and test that fair value gap, right? Which just so happens to be where we have our stop loss at now, right? So our stop loss at 2364, and the gap is pretty much in that area. So it might get hit, right? Might, all right? So here it is. This is what it's looking like it's going to be. So I'm going to make it my fair value gap, right? FVG, fair value gap, right? 2019, right? You guys get the picture, but it looks like it's getting ready to continue to rise. So Martez, we can probably put another position on with gold right here at 2366 with the stop below 2358. All right. So I'm going to depict that with the long position tool. Right here it is, like this, and right below that wick, let's take it up for a 1 and 2 and make it do what it do right at a Fibonacci level. All right. So take this position with the buy limit. So we'll set it buy limit, push it down to 2366. All right. Stop loss below that wick at 2358, and then take profit all the way up 2386. All right. So let me know if you need those numbers again. I will get them to you. But get into another position. Look how it's pushing down. So that buy limit order is about to activate. Okay. And when you look left, all right, we're just right at the area where we broke previously, coming down. So this is a key point, and we're right back there, right? Broke it again to the upside, retesting it, right? And we're probably most likely going to shoot up from there. So again, take that position, or make sure that order's in at 2366. It may very well get hit, may try to push a little deeper into the fair value gap before, kind of rising up. But we have another good opportunity for a position on gold is the main objective. All right. And another little, tip, right, is that it may not get into here, right? But gold's definitely rejecting, giving us all of this wickage. So we can do a buy stop order right here. Okay. And hopefully you guys are all following me. There's your buy stop order, and then we'll set the stop loss same area, right? Just we can probably get away with a little bit less. And there we have it, right? We're taking off on gold already. So guys, please get in where you fit in, okay? Because gold is about to do its thing. All right, stop loss needs to be, now we can push our stop loss up more, right? We had it here at 2364. Now we can bring it up to right here, 2368. All right, guys, move your stop loss to 2368. Gold is exploding, all right? And dollar, all right, it's rejecting, but let's see lower time frame. Okay, yeah, still rejecting, rejecting. All right, but curving down at the moment. All right, from the 1 minute. Again, this is why we get low, right? Get the details, really understand the full story of what's going on. So we got a huge fair value gap, and we're already 50% of that fair value gap. Now, this is a run as it's dropping in the direction that we want. Here's a pullback as it's going up against the direction that we want. So we have a high and we have a low. And since we're pulling back, what's the best thing to teach us about how far it may pull back? Fibonacci. So there's your Fibonacci, and we've already gotten above the 50% discounted level, right? Which is the golden zone. So now the bears have shown up, bearish engulfing candle, another bear candle, and probably in the next 12 seconds we'll have another bear candle. So we should continue to fall right on time. Dollar index hits fit 5-week low. All right, guys. So that doesn't sound good, right? But it sounds good to us, right? Gold is doing its thing, ladies and gentlemen, right? And then if you had that buy stop, that has been activated. So the buy limit didn't get activated, but keep it just in case. You know what I mean? Because it may do a little dance and then, take off. But as of right now, it's doing everything that we need it to do. Guys, we are making a killing on gold right now. Martez, we probably could have put a really good lot size. I should have mentioned that because that short move would have, taken us home. All right. But regardless, We're in there, so no complaints. Let's just make sure we manage it correctly, and get our money, man. That's pretty much all we got to do. Just make sure we're ready to rock and roll. Let me see. Easy money. Just easy, easy money. Quick question. Why not aim for previous high at 2400? Um, because I think we had more news. Hold on one second. Let me see. But um, oh yeah, it all came out at the same time. So it was retail stuff, and the Empire Index. But no, you're right. I typically do that. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. So here, coming to that higher time frame, and we probably got to go way out. But yeah, there's 24 right above 24, just about here. So it's just right above this order block. But we are aiming for that, right? On this position, where I mapped out this order block, I said, hey, it'll probably push up in here, but that's right, to knocking on 2400's door, right? You know what I mean? But absolutely, so we can just put this as our high because it is, and there's money back there. But no, bro, that's exactly where I'm aiming for. And I don't know if you remember, but I had put that in the chat maybe last week. That goal was going to, head to 2400. But the dollar did a little, it dipped a little bit, but then it rose on us with a deep pullback. And that's, it threw everything off. But, you know, uh, I'm definitely expecting it to get to there throughout this week. This week we're definitely going to probably test that 2400. Today is already looking super promising. And then we got news tomorrow, which is, yeah, so unemployment, right? So this should set it off. Last Thursday, we had way more people unemployed than they expected. That made the dollar drop. Dollar's already dropping now. So if we get more negative news, the dollar will tank. Gold will definitely hit 2400. All right. Get some more alerts set back on it. But man, oh man, did we miss those indices? And boy, I don't like to miss those. All right, the US 30 is the big dog. I get rid of Fibonacci, just kind of clean up the charts, let you guys see, what's really going on. All right. So yeah, we can just crank it up. That's what I wanted. I just put it there for that, like the time, because I didn't want to move it too much. But there's 24 right there. All right, and here we go. Here we go, guys. All right, so our buy limit didn't get hit, but we did buy from here. I just didn't have the position on, so we bought from there. We're in profit. Our buy limit is activated, and our stop is below 23.58. And gold is just getting ready to do its thing. Get to the lower time frame and tells the story. I see another fair value gap. Okay, let me get rid of this one. All right, like that for now. And there it is. All right. So one more FVG right about here. Okay, there we go. So now again, guys, if you want to put additional positions, you have the opportunity to buy it right now with the stop below So, your long position will look like this. You're buying now with a tight stop right below the fair value gap of just a $5 move, right? And then if you're taking it up to 2400, right? Here it is, right about there, right? So your risk to reward is a 1 to almost 5. So it's a 1 to 4, but you're risking 50 pips to make 250 pips. It's a beautiful thing because gold is taking off. All right, let's look at dollar one more time just to see if it really wants to, do its dance. Let's push these alerts. Okay, playing around on us, messing around, but I like, that it seems to have, rejected this a bit off of this candle, but, we'll see, right? It's just the name of the game. Price has to go up and down, right? If it doesn't, they won't be able to manipulate you guys. They won't be able to take your money, right? If they didn't do that, everybody would pretty much be rich, right? If price just kept going in one direction, you know, all the time, then, it'll be pretty much a big deal. But yeah, guys, I think we're in good shape. All right. So just make it do what it do. All right. Yep. Rejection. So we're probably gonna start getting the drop, and gold is headed to the tippy top. All right. Come on, gold. Do your thing. All right. Get rid of some of these positions. You guys get the idea. All right. And all of our alerts are gone. Let's put more. Again, you don't always have to, put this many alerts. I'm just trying to keep these to grab our attention in case we happen to look at something else, right? But once you set your trade, you set it and forget it. We've already locked in profits from the initial move. There's nothing really else for us to worry about, right? You guys should go, make your breakfast. If you got to head to work, do what you got to do. Let the day, do its thing, right? You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. Don't try to worry about it, right? So if you guys noticed from yesterday, if you just got in and let it do its thing, well, you hit take profit this morning, and that was less than 24 hours, right? And that's how it's done. Okay. Um, okay, cool. Totally agree. I'm setting both. I can't see what that says. I'm setting both tops. Oh, TPs. Okay, at 2400 just in case. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I think we're good. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna have a situation where gold is going to reverse on us. But again, I don't know everything, but anything can happen because again, we still haven't really broken above 23. It looks like 23. What is this? No, that's not it. Hold tight. Trying to grab this red line. There's too many alerts in the way. So we haven't broken 2378, right? So until we do that, little skeptical because, it's equal. It'll be equal highs at that moment. We're already rejecting it. But as I look on the lower time frame, it still looks bullish. You see what I'm saying? So I can see it happening. It's just I'll feel a lot better when it does to know that gold is going to hit that 2400 mark. But so far, so good. All right, dollar. What are you doing? Here we go. Come on now. Let's make a push. You got us all excited, had us waiting, for this epic information. And now you want to play. All right, we need you to tank. All right, there you go. You hearing me? There we go. All right, and gold. Let's go. My NAS hit TP, and I got. I can't see what that says. I don't know. Let's see the number. I think it's the number 3. I got 3 positions on gold. Thanks. You got us eating for sure. For sure, man. You know how I do. All right. You know what time it is, man. I'm not here to play. All right, guys. If you're looking to play around, you got to go somewhere else. All right. It's not over here. All right. But thank you, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button for me. It does wonder, and I appreciate that love. just hanging tight, guys. Euro, see, look how things do, guys, and this is why you got to learn how to mark up the charts. They absolutely respect all of these levels, that we see. You know what I'm saying? So, as much as you may want to go for the gusto, and let it, go and hit this, you might want to take your money, right? We're up 50 pips, right? You feel me? So, like, the best thing, lock in those profits, right? There it is. Out of 52, you're locking in 45, right? So at that point, if price does happen to do a complete reversal for, whatever odd reason, I mean, it's not really odd because there is bearish pressure here, right? Because you can see last time it was here, what did it do? Completely tank, right? So again, guys, a lot of times we're just reading what price did in the past, and my ladies should be able to relate to this, right? Well, what did he do last time, girl? You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna never change. He did it before, he'll do it again. Take that same logic to the charts. All right, if price did this before, it'll do it again. All right, so um, that's kind of the gist of just putting together technical analytics, right? Reading market structure, higher highs, higher lows, lower highs, right? For the downtrend, uptrend, right? And then when price is going sideways. And then you're adding that to, hey, what did price do last time when it got to this level or that level or this trend line or this order block? You know what I mean? Or this zone. That's really what it kind of boils down to. And then the mix of all of that, you're trying to stack probability in your favor, right? Because you can't be 100% right no matter how good the setup is, right? You're just trying to say, okay, I've gotten 3 or 4 things that's telling me to buy, right? And I have 0 things telling me to sell, right? And that's a higher chance, if you take the buy, that you'll probably, the probability is higher that it'll probably work out in your favor, right? You understand what I'm saying? But of course, it depends on if you're over leveraging. Of course, it depends on where you put your stop loss, all of those things. Because here's a prime example. I want to show you guys something really quick. So my team, we lost, right? And here it is. We took all these JPY trades last night. We took them for a sell, right? But what happened, right? You can see our long short position right here, right? So I'm gonna just kind of really bring it in for you guys. All right, I only have alerts for dollar falling, so we're good. All right, gold should be rising. But here was our position, right? We only had a 13-point stop loss, so it wasn't the end of the world. But we were looking for price to fall from this fair value gap and hit to here. But what did it do? It pushed out and then it tanked, right? Story of our life, right? So this wasn't that we lost the trade in regards to the direction, right? We just didn't have our stop loss high enough to survive this little manipulation pullback, whatever you want to call it, before they decided to drop it. So that was on AJ, and then we took EJ, same situation. Look at the difference. Oh, let me put that back. Hold on. So boom, look at the difference on this one to where, we had our stop loss right above the high, right? So we sold it here with the rejection off the 50, but then, we probably should have waited for the bears. It didn't matter. We took it. And if we just had our stop loss at 23 pips, we would have survived this, and then our take profit would have been smashed in less than, we took this last night, like around, 9, 10 o'clock, somewhere around there. And this morning, this is, let me see where this actual time frame is. So here is 4:45 a.m. So from 10 to 4:45, roughly. All right, let me just kind of do. There it is, 7 hours, guys. We would have made 70 pips on EJ, and look, it even got all the way down past where we were expecting. So EJ really did. Let me see, 103 pips in less than 11, just 11 hours. That's bananas, right? But we were set up to take advantage of this. Unfortunately, we just didn't survive it, right? So that was on AJ, EJ, and then GJ. Godly. Guys, look at our position. So maybe some of my members might have survived this because if you look, right, where that is right here on this position is by the hair of our chinny chin chin, we might have survived this one, right? But look, that's where I had my stop loss. The whole team had our stop loss here. And then price just did a dance, did a dance. And now as we zoom out, guys, our take profit was smashed on both positions. All right. I don't want to get too excited and blow up your speakers, but what I'm trying to tell you guys is that we really get to it. All right. And we really know what we're doing because we educate ourselves, right? We don't get in here just taking trades because I say, hey, do this and do that, right? Um, we have trainings, we have real lives that we go through this stuff to really give you guys the psychology behind it all and uh, the real education to it, right? It's more than just making a decision, if you will, or taking a guess or having a feeling. All right. And man, I'm mad about these, but it is what it is. We win some, we lose some, but we live to fight another day. All right. Here it is, testing that fair value gap. So dollar, all right, pushing up a little bit. And again, like I said, we got to be mindful that we're at this level of resistance. So this is just expected. All right. But we got bullish pressure here, bullish pressure here. So again, if your stops are behind this low, we should survive, all of this pullback. And now, since we do on this 5-minute time frame, since we do have a low and a high, we can place Fibonacci. Kaboom. All right, so 50 is the premium, right? So if we get up in here, most likely we're going to hit this. That's how it's going to go, right? We'll probably push on down, tap into this fair value gap, and then we'll start to rise from there, right? So we can start pushing some of these alerts further down. And there we have it. Look at the rejection right off the 31.8 Fibonacci. Let's zoom this up so you guys can really see. All right. Look at it. Look at it. I'm telling y'all, there's something to this. All right. If y'all don't believe me, y'all will be a believer at some point. Okay. But the premium will be below this 50. Just get in there at a discounted price, right? If I sold you the Jordans for 20 instead of 200, I think you'll have a bunch of pair of Jordans, right? That's how that goes. So again, just try to hold tight. Don't fear. The only time I would be scared is if we break below this fair value gap, right? And even then, that's not a guarantee that it's going to fall. It's just it's overstayed its welcome for as far as the bullish pressure showing up and taking back over, right? But again, we got a good position. You know what I'm saying? So um, if we happen to lose this, it will probably have an opportunity either to sell gold or maybe it'll turn around and we'll have another opportunity to get back in for a buy. But it's all about just being patient and letting it, the setup come to you and not taking it just because, um, not taking it just because, uh, you want to get your money. You feel like, oh, you took my money, so you revenge trade and get all upset. No, that's not the way you want to go about it. All right. But here we are, just chipping away. All right. And there's the rejection, more rejection. So we'll get to it. Um, yeah, that was nasty. All of our, yeah, man, that was so. I was hurt when I saw that this morning. I was like, you son of a, I started doing all kind of Spanish. Okay, but man, that was rough. But gold might make up for it. You feel me? So I'm not gonna be too upset. But that was definitely one that we could have had in the bag. Uh, Easy money. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes here. But just no fear. All right. But guys, any questions, any comments, any concerns, any pair that you guys want to take a look at, let me know because I don't want to keep you too long. We've gotten what we needed, right? Only one trade is all you need a day, right? So again, check out my, how to avoid blowing your account video if you haven't already, right? It's already on the page, and I give you some really 10 things that will absolutely help you tremendously to, keep money in your account and not have to blow it to where you keep having to put more money into a new account to get going, right? It's simple things, but it's things that the rookies don't know, and maybe some of the people who've been in Forex for a little bit, maybe they don't know it as well. But I can tell you that if you implement them, you're going to see a world of a difference in your trading. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a moment to just kind of tell me if there's something you want to learn about. Let me know if there's a pair you want to look at. If you got any questions about the gold trade or anything, but look at the rejection of that fair value gap. So pretty, so clean. The candle opened outside of the fair value gap and it's currently pushing up. So it's looking promising, right? So let's go back to dollar, and dollar again, just still kind of doing a little dance, but um, staying below our Fibonacci levels. So I'm okay with it. But regardless of what the dollar is showing me, right? Because even though we look at the correlation, between the dollar and gold as inverse, right? So if the dollar's down, then gold goes up. That's not always the case, right? Sometimes the dollar can be going up and gold can still be going up, right? Boom, look at this. You guys are learning in real time, and it's forming a what we call a morning star candlestick pattern. So guys, Google that really quick in a different tab, morning star candlestick pattern. All right, and you will see that it's going to show you this, and this is a representation of price, you know, uh, going to continue to rise, right? So by the time in 3 minutes when this closes, it's already you know in the right format. Um, but if it closes higher, it's definitely going to qualify for sure for that morning star, and gold should take off from here. All right, so guys, it's just a beautiful thing. All right, just a beautiful, beautiful thing. Get some alerts. I think dollar might be falling some more. Yep, gotten below the red resistance line. So it used to be support. All right, can't see it on that time frame, but here we go. All right, it used to be support, but since we broke below it, right now we're pushing down. Again, rejection right off the 50 Fibonacci level. Perfect. And now, in the lower time frame, we should be headed down, right? Again, all this will take time. Once the stock market opens, things will probably get crazy at that point because people are going to see, oh shit, Nas is up. What is it here? Damn, I can't. Hold on, let me see. Let me get over here. All right, so currently Nas is up 0.4% change positive, right? US 30 is up 0.35% positive. And then if we put on the actual change to represent the numbers, so Nas has gone up 92 points, right? And this is before market open, right? It opens at 9:30, and US 30 went up 143 points from the previous day. So when all of our, stock people, right, when they, you know, get that opening bell and they see that US 30 and Nas went crazy, they may be inclined to buy more, right? Again, that's just uh, fear at that point, kicking in like, oh, I'm missing it, so let me get in, and all those orders, it's most likely going to push these indices up to whatever resistance level is nearby. And that's also probably going to cause gold to kind of go and push higher itself. But um, basically, things are slowly developing. But once it gets past, 9:30, 10:30, around that time, we're going to be rocking and rolling on a lot of these, commodities and indices and what have you, right? So it's just what it is. What did they just say about gold? Comex Gold delivery intentions breakdown. All right. Stock futures swept up by data flood. Gold goes higher on hopes of for rate cuts. right? You guys can feel so much. Gold, grains, and softened dollar as focus turns to U.S. inflation data. And again, this was 2 hours ago. So if you guys read this, it probably would have told you, hey, dollar's falling and, gold looks to gain. And we took advantage of it all, right? You understand? So it's simple stuff, just get in the mix, guys. I promise I will break it down. Okay? So gold just, playing around, doing this little stuff. It's nothing to me, I've already locked in my profits. I'm good to go. But you guys need to, just understand how this stuff goes and, you know, let it play out, right? And that'll get you where you want to go. But guys, I think we're good. I think gold is, going to play out. Here's dollar, making its push. Nice rejection here from the 5 minute. Um, and here's where Fibonacci says it's going to get to. But like I mentioned, just a little bit past 9:30, 10:30 will really be, rolling. All right. So if there's no questions, comments, or concerns, guys, I'll let you go. And you guys have a great morning, and be safe out there. All right. But it's your boy. Peace.